welcome to this edition of the Hombre, live from the Hombre Cave. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's been really busy here, so I apologize if I'm a little bit discombobulated and trying to get things organized, because I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to take care of a bunch of different things today. So I'm not as organized and ready to go as I usually am. So I apologize for that, but I'm still here to answer questions and talk to you guys and talk about what's going on here in the Hombre Cave. So first things first, had a new tequila show up to the Hombre Cave. Real excited to do the review on it. It is called Cardenas Legacy Tequila. So we got the Blanco and the Reposado. And this is a friend of mine owns this brand. Is Chris Cardenas. He used to owned a brand called Anger Management, and so they redid it and reformulated it and came out the new tequila and are rebranding it as Cardenas Legacy. So I'm really looking forward to taste this to see how it's different from the Anger Management and do a review on it. And then what I'll also do is what I'm going to do here, here on the Hombre Cave, is that when I do reviews, I'll come over here, back here, and we'll give away sample bottles, like these, so you guys can actually try stuff. I still have a bunch of winter blend flights to give away. Stacy won the first one, so if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe and make sure you click the like button on the videos and stuff, and that will make you eligible to walk away with a full flight of the winter blend. So the 2019, 2020, 21, 20, and 2022. I'm going to try to get this in as many people's hands as possible, so you guys that haven't had a chance to try it, that want to try it, can get a chance to try all of them, and that way you're not chasing around expensive bottles and worried about FOMO or anything like that. Yeah, sure, it's not a full bottle, but at least you get to try it, and it doesn't really cost you anything. It's just, we don't sell them, I just give them away. So you have to be 21 years of age or older to get it, and you have to be a subscriber and a commenter and participator here in the Hombre Cave. It's that easy. So I'm going to be giving away a bunch of stuff, a bunch of things, and we're going to give away a bunch of different tasters and stuff, and I may even give away some full bottles. This is going to be the giveaway channel, so since this is where we kind of just get together, have fun, talk, and talk more about what's going on here in the Hombre Cave. And so I figure what better way to share the love than to give away some taster bottles for you guys. So I will be doing that, and so we've got a couple people that have already gotten them, so that's kind of cool. Stacy, we sent some off to her. She was our first winner of the full flight of Fortaleza Winter Blend. I haven't seen her since. But she was happy. She's getting it as her 30th birthday present. I wish she would have come back and participated some more, but she won her bottles and then kind of bailed, I think. I don't know. I haven't seen her since. So hopefully she's still subscribed, and hopefully she still shows up. All right, let's check in and see what our subscribers, what's going on with our subscribers. Is it working? Oh, let's see what's going on. Oh, great. This isn't working. Let me see. Okay, that's 31. This is 6. Why is it not feeding it to the... Oh, here, let's try this. There we go. JCS Guitar, hola, bienvenido, welcome. Glad you can make it. Chris says, hi from Boston, about to close up work and enjoy the night. Nice. Glad you can make it on with us. The Winter Blend is the only Fortaleza I haven't tried yet. I'm 42 and a subscriber. There you go. Perfect. Al Martinez, bienvenido, welcome. Glad you can make it. Hey, Beyond Barrels is here. Greetings. Kenny B, you think you qualify? Yeah, I think you qualify. Hey, Tony. Bienvenido. Glad you can make it. Hola. And Tony V. Good evening, hombre. Sipping on some El Tesoro Blanco tonight. Very nice. El Tesoro's good stuff. Glad you can make it. Bienvenido. Glad you can join us today. All right. So some of the things we want to talk about tonight. We talked about the Cardenas Legacy Tequila. I'll be reviewing that and getting the review up on the Tequila Hombre channel this week. So you guys get to saw it come in. Now, for those of you that are members on the Discord, I found a little thing where I found a link to the Ka Extra Añejo Huichol Extra Añejo limited edition bottle, and I found it for like a quarter of what the regular price is. And I think it was an accident or whatever. So I shared the link with those guys on the Discord, and we bought up whatever inventory that was there supposedly, and they sent me the bottle. I got it yesterday, but it was the wrong bottle. So I messaged him back and said, hey, I got the wrong bottle. This is the bottle you sent me. It's supposed to be the Huichol Extra Añejo, which is covered in these beautiful beads and stuff. It looks beautiful. So I said, hey, can you, I need the correct bottle. So they said, oh yeah, we'll have the vendor send you the right bottle, and we'll let you know, and then you just send your bottle back, pack it up. So I packed up the bottle, and I'm going to send it back, and I'm hoping that I get the other one, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. And when it shows up, I'll show you the bottle. It should be really cool. Hopefully I'll get it. And hopefully they don't come back and say, no, we're not going to do that. You know, then I'm going to say, well, give me a refund and take this bottle back, because this is not what I bought. I don't want this. And we'll see what happens. So, but I'll let you guys know about that. Hey, Frankish. This is not working. Hola. Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. So, so that was kind of cool. So those of you guys on the Discord, I know a couple of people got their orders in. Let me know if you're on the Discord, comment on there and let me know if you got the correct bottle delivered to you or not, or if you had success with that, because I'm still waiting for them to send me the right one. So hopefully that happens. All right. So now the big news is today the G4 6-year Extra Añejo came in. For those of you that don't know, I love G4. G4 is one of my favorite brands. I've always loved them. We've done a lot with them with the collective. We were the first to get the 5-year Extra Añejo barrels. We bought 2 of them. We were the first to get that. We were the first in the country to get the 108 proof Extra Añejo, 108 proof Blanco. We were the ones that launched that here in the United States. And then we got a bunch of the Madeira. So we do a lot of things with the with G4, and so we were able to get some of the. I was able to arrange to get some of the G4 6-year Extra Añejo for fermented still and for my members, but we were only able to get a small amount of bottles. So we only got like 3 bottles. So those went to the members on YouTube. So if you're a member on YouTube and you got one of the bottles, congratulations. They went to the members that have been members the longest. So, you know, if you guys are members on the Discord or members on the YouTube, you know, the longer you're a member, the better your chances of getting some of these really allocated stuff. Because I just, you know, I have to reward the ones that have been with me the longest, right? So we had 3 people that got their bottles. One been with me for 14 months, I think. The other one's 11 months. The other one's 10 months as subscribers on YouTube. So they got the bottles that were allocated to us. It's going to be good. I got a bottle coming to me. So I'll do the review on it. If you've tried the 5-year, it's really good. I love the 5-year. I thought the 5-year was better than the 55-month. A lot of people think the 55-month, they thought the 55-month was better. I have the 55-month. I have the 5-year. I think the 5-year is better. But I'm looking forward to trying the 6-year. According to what Felipe says, it's one of the best Extra Añejos to ever come out of El Pendillo. So I'm excited to try that. And it comes in a really nice box. So I'll definitely, you know, put it on display. But what I'm also going to do is, since I know these are heavily allocated and they're hard to get a hold of, and some of the stores are, I've seen them as high as $1,400 already, which I think's ridiculous. the price that we got for my members was $5.99, which is very reasonable price. I think Sip Tequila had it for $6.99. So we're $100 cheaper than them, and that was for the members on YouTube. So they got a fairly good price on it. Now, but what I'm going to do when I do the review is I'm going to give away some sample bottles of that. So make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Click the subscribe button, and make sure you come tune in, for the live streams and you watch and like the videos and comment on the videos and stuff, because that will make it so you're more inclined to get a bottle. I'm going to reward those that participate the most and are getting involved in the channel. So the more I see you participating and asking questions and stuff, the better your chances are of winning the taster bottles when we're giving them away. So you can actually get to try it without having to spend the big money to try it and see what it's all about, which I'm about putting, good tequila in people's hands that want to try it, not collectors' hands, not people that want to buy it to resell it. Those guys I could care less about. So I make sure with those that are members aren't collectors and stuff. So those are the ones that I mainly try to focus on getting the good tequila to them. So subscribe, like, comment a lot, and you can be one of the ones walking away with a sample bottle from the G4 6-year extra Neo after I do the review. So we're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. And when I do, I'm going to once we start getting some more people subscribed to, I'm going to start pulling some of the rare bottles out of the closets and stuff here, and cracking them open and talking about them and drinking them. And then we're also going to do sample bottles from those too. So you guys can try some stuff you can't find anymore. Stuff that's like obsolete. That's like only place you can find it is in people's collections, and you won't find it in too many people's collections. So stuff like that, I'll get sample bottles out too, so you guys, people can try that. I mean, it's what good is having it if you don't share it, right? I'm not a hoarder, so I'll be pouring sample bottles for you guys and then giving them away. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you comment and make sure you like. Click the thumbs up button. Give me a like when you hear it. Doesn't hurt anything, and you could end up walking away with some really cool stuff. So, and then also I'm looking to put together some Tequila Hombre swag. Like maybe some T-shirts or some hats or something like that, and we'll be giving that stuff away too. So this will be the giveaway channel for the Tequila Hombre channel. So make sure you come in here, because this is where we're going to be doing all the conversations and stuff. The Tequila Hombre is just going to be where we do like reviews and informational videos, but this is where the conversation is going to happen. And talking about that, after I do the Cardenas Legacy review, Chris has agreed to come on the Hombre Cave and to talk about his brand and his passion and stuff like that. So you guys want to make sure you can sit down and join us for those conversations and learn about these brand owners and these brands and what they went through in creating these brands and stuff. We're also going to start launching a new thing on the Tequila Hombre channel on Mondays. It's going to be Mezcal Mondays, where we're going to start doing more Mezcal reviews. I did them for a while, and they didn't do very well. But, we can talk more about some Mezcals here and stuff and enlighten people about Mezcals, because not all of them are gross and smoky like some people think. So we're going to start doing Mezcal Mondays again on the Tequila Hombre channel. And then I've got some Mezcal brand owners that have agreed to come on, and they're going to come here to the Hombre Cave and come on live and talk to us about their Mezcal brands, their passion, what they do, why they do it, stuff like that. So you guys can learn a lot about Mezcals from the Mezcal brand owners and creators and stuff here on the Hombre Cave. So I've already have a really nice brand that's agreed to come on. So we're going to start doing those. I'm going to try to do them starting next Monday. So we'll do the first Mezcal Monday then to relaunch it again. And then on Mondays, we'll do a Mezcal Monday, and then we'll talk about the Mezcal here in the Hombre Cave. We may even just do another Monday live stream in the Hombre Cave where it would talk strictly Mezcals. Okay? So we do the review video on the Tequila Hombre channel, and then we'll talk about it that night here in the Hombre Cave. So hey, Ray Elizondo, bienvenido, welcome, glad you can make it. Chris says retail prices are criminal. I was lucky to find another store to sell me a bottle of Fortaleza Añejo for the correct price instead of, well, it's not criminal. It's not criminal. It's what you guys, everyone's causing. So everyone's getting crazy about it. And I keep talking about this. Stop buying Fortaleza. You guys are doing this to yourself. The price of Fortaleza, for all I care, can go way up because I don't buy it. I don't buy it. There's so many other good brands like G4 and stuff like that there's plenty of inventory on. I could buy it until I turn blue. It's a fraction of the price, but the more you guys keep buying Fortaleza, the more you're jacking the price up. So don't complain because you guys are doing this to yourself. What do you need a Fortaleza Añejo for? You've tried it already. You've had it. Buy something else. Give Fortaleza a break. And then once Fortaleza can restock the shelves and there's inventory left, then the price comes down. You guys are driving the price up. Stop doing that. I keep saying this. Quit driving the price up. There's nothing extra special about Fortaleza. You can find a lot of other brands that are just as good, if not better. And buy those because they're readily available. And let Fortaleza restock. And once Fortaleza restocks and it starts showing inventory in the stores, then you can buy a bottle here or there that you want to enjoy. But you might have also found stuff that you like better by then. That's the thing, is just give Fortaleza a break. I keep talking about this. Hey, Sky, good evening. Al Martinez, sipping on the rest of your Raysol on a cold night. Raysol's great on a cold night.
Oh yeah, baby, Raysol's great on a cold night. It keeps me warm and fuzzy, and well, it makes me want to sing.
Exactly my point. Share it. Let others see how awesome tequila can taste. Well, you don't need to share it. Just, you talking about Fortaleza or what? Hombre, hola from Puerto Vallarta, where tonight's sipper's G4 Reposado. Nice. G4 is a wonderful Reposado. I'd buy that any day over Fortaleza. You can't take it with, that's right. For the older bottles, you can't take it with you. JCS sounds like fun. It will be fun. We'll have a blast doing it. So hopefully, I know you're here a lot, so hopefully you'll be here for those. Huge fan of Mezcal. Bring it. There you go. That's what I like to hear. We're going to be diving into a bunch of Mezcals and we're going to bring brand owners on here. It's going to be fun. So don't, just because you see Mezcal, don't say, oh, I'm going to skip it because I don't like Mezcal. Come, seriously. And you may win a free sample. So you can actually try stuff that's actually made right, not the cheap stuff you bought in the store, the liquor store for 20-something bucks. That's not produced right. That's really smoky and tastes like tires. That's not what real Mezcal tastes like. Instead, come learn about the good stuff. I'll be giving sample bottles of that stuff away too for you to try. So come. Frank said, I thought I hated Mezcal until I went to Mexico and had some good ones in Oaxaca. Yeah, there you go. A lot of people think they hate Mezcal. They make a decision based on one that they try. But there's a saying with Mezcals, and that is, if you don't like Mezcals, because you haven't found the one that's right for you yet. It's not like tequila where they all kind of taste the same. They're so different because there's so many different types of agave and stuff. You can find one that you like. It's just, you just have to look. Mezcal Mondays. Yes, Todd, it's back. More Mezcal is great. We want to learn more about Tequila Sister. It's not Tequila Sister. Tequila is a Mezcal, so it's not Tequila Sister. I've been looking for others to try so far. Siete Blanco is my favorite one. I'm trying to get G4, but also not around. Well, get El Tesoro. There's a lot of brands. I have a lot of reviews up. There's a lot of brands you can get to try. talking about all tequila. I share everything I find. Okay, that's good. That's not just the liquor. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good that you share. I share too. And I have people that come over and they start just, start shopping through my cabinets and tell me what stuff they haven't tried yet. And we taste them through it. And so we always have a good time. That's right. It is. Ray's got it right. Mezcal is tequila's daddy. That's right. It is. Tequila used to be called Vino de Mezcal de Tequila. Wine of mezcal of tequila. It was a mezcal before it was a tequila. It's made from Weber Blue Agave. And the only reason why, so we can talk a little bit about this stuff right now. Mezcal, tequila's mezcal, okay? Mezcal means, the whole term mezcal means it's made from cooked agave, right? Mezcal is actually a word they use for agave, for cooked agave and agave. When you go to Mexico, some of the old-time farmers, when I ran into some of the old-time agaveros and I'm talking to some of the old the master tequileros and stuff, they call their agave mezcales. So mezcal is like a term for agave. So, but when you think of mezcal as a spirit, it means it comes from cooked agave, right? So the mezcal drink is made from cooked agave, just like tequila is. Now, the only reason why they call tequila tequila is because of where it's from. They protected the term tequila. So in order to call something tequila, to call one of these spirits tequila, to call it mezcal tequila, it has to be made from Weber Blue Agave, and it has to be made in either Jalisco or one of like 4 other municipalities in 4 other states, which off the top of my head, I'm going to see if I can get this right. It's Guanajuato, Tamaulipas, Michoacan, and Guanajuato, Tamaulipas, Michoacan. I don't remember the last one. So there's only small little areas of them that could actually produce tequila, and there really isn't anything good that doesn't come from Jalisco. There's like one that's out of Michoacan that's fairly decent. It's actually good. But it is Hacienda Sahuayo. Hacienda Sahuayo is the tequila. It's actually like the only one that I consider good that's not produced in Jalisco. But there's Herman Gonzalez is opening up a distillery outside of Jalisco, and he's been building it, so that might be good too when it comes out. So the only difference is, the only reason why tequila is called tequila is because it's made with Weber Blue Agave, only one type of agave, and it's made in Jalisco or one of the 4 municipalities that have small areas outside of Jalisco that are allowed to make it by denomination, by the rules, okay? Now mezcal, they protected mezcal. Mezcal used to be used all over. They used to call it mezcal. And so they decided, we're going to come up with a denomination and protect this word so other countries and stuff can't use it. And that's what they did with tequila. We're going to protect it so other countries, other people can't use it. In order for it to be called tequila, it has to be produced here in Mexico, so we're going to protect it by law. And that's what they did with mezcal too. But mezcal, it's 9 different states can make mezcal. And what happened originally is it wasn't 9 states, but it was like only a select amount of states. And then other producers and stuff were like, hey, wait, we've been making mezcal for longer, or just as long as they have. Why can't it be called mezcal here? And so they created an organization too called the CRM. And it's like, well, look, we've been making mezcal forever. Why do we need a government agency to certify it for us? Why do we need to follow these rules and all? So there was a lot of things up in arm. There's still people that where there's a lot of politics, but a lot of fraud and stuff dealing with the CRM. They have issues. A bunch of scam artists and stuff. There's all kinds of things going on. But the CRM regulates mezcal. It's 9 states. They can use basically over 30 different types of agave. And basically the rules say that in order for it to be called a mezcal, you just have to use an agave that has enough starches to create enough fermentable sugars to make a spirit. All right, it has a minimum as well, and with tequila, I think the minimum is it's got to be 35%, and I think it caps off. I think it caps off at 110 proof too. No, actually, I think it goes higher. I don't remember what the proof was, the difference in proof was, but I think it goes higher. And now the only thing too is that you cannot put additives in mezcal. If you put additives in mezcal, it has to be placed on the label. So it actually on the label will say avocados, which is additives. So it'll say avocado, and it'll have like whatever's on there, like pomegranate, or so. Like for example, do I have a bottle of that here? Oh, let me see. I don't have one handy, but I've got ones that where it says, you know, pomegranates in it and or other things. I have the mezcal gin where it's got all the botanicals listed on the bottle. So anytime you put anything into a mezcal, you have to put it on the bottle and disclose what it is. So you don't have to worry about additive free with mezcal. They're all additive free. If they're not additive free, it'll tell you on the bottle what's been added to it. So that's one of the things that mezcal got right that tequila didn't, because, you know, you have all the big tequila producers and stuff that are running the CRT, that are controlling the prices because they're controlling the rules, because they're the ones that, of course, paid, you know, the most taxes. And so the CRT is going to do whatever's beneficial for them so they can keep collecting those fees and stuff from them. So it's kind of, you know, all right. So let's see. Now that we're done with that, thoughts on aging with rum? Sure. It's good. Yeah. Where were we? Winfred says he's looking to learn about mezcal. Okay, cool. I'm looking to teach you. So Scott Henderson gives it a thumbs up. All right, good, and 100%. Kenny B says that Carrera is great. Thanks, Mark. Oh, good. So you tried the Blanco. Yeah, it's really good. It's the best 80 proof Blanco on the market right now. There's none better. Okay, I'm breaking out my Carrera Blanco for tonight. Nice. So Scott, you haven't tried it yet? This is the first time? You're absolutely right, Ray. Thanks. Ray. Who's Ray? What did Ray say? Oh, Ray Elizondo. Oh, mezcal is tequila's. Oh, there you go. About mezcal being tequila's daddy. Ever tried Imperio del Don XA? No, I haven't. Not on my list. I haven't really found anything from that distillery that I've really liked. So, but you know, if you want to buy it and drink it, go ahead. I just I enjoy Yule-Ball Pachuga Mezcal. Yule-Ball's good. It's not great. It's good. We'll introduce you to some better stuff than Yule-Ball. Yule-Ball's like average. It's okay, but there's a lot of better stuff out there, and I'll introduce you to some of these brands that are really good. And they're not super expensive either. A lot of them are inexpensive, but we'll introduce you to them and get you exposed to some other ones to try. And of course, you know, if we can get them here, we'll put them up on Ferment and Still. So it'll be easy for you guys to order them if you need to find it, if you can't find it where you're at. So we'll definitely do that. All right, Sky, if you're breaking out the Carrera, I want to hear what you think about it. I swear it's the best tasting Blanco that you'll find, where it's like true cooked agave beautifulness in it. You won't find anything better. It's the best. Oh, you're almost done with the bottle already? You just broke it out and you almost finished the bottle? Wow. That's quick. Yeah, it goes quick, doesn't it? But I didn't think you'd drink it like, I think you commented on breaking out the Carrera Blanco for tonight. I thought that was 9 minutes ago. So in 9 minutes, you finished the bottle? Or you've already had it before? Ah, you like it? I know it's got like the most amazing like cooked agave flavor. It really does. It's really good. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Why does this one keep doing that? It's weird that it keeps... All right, it says Oaxaca Mezcal is the only one I've tried so far. What's your thoughts on that one? Any recommend? Oaxaca's okay. It's not great. It's okay. It's okay. Go check out some of my Mezcal Mondays. If you're ordering from Fermented Still, try Burrito Fiestero. Try the Vago, the collective Vago from the TBAC, and the La Luna. The La Luna from TBAC, amazing. Oh my God, so good. So if you go to Ferment and Still and just type in La Luna and then look for the TBAC Ancestral, so good. Oh my God, it's so good. And the Vago's good too. So you get a bottle of each. They're so good. And they're great for tequila drinkers that are transitioning to Mezcal. They're like so good for that. They're one of the best entry level tequilas that'll give you like a really good entry level Mezcal flavor profile, but also one that aficionados really love as well. So I try those out. But you know, I know you're in Massachusetts. Order from Fermented Still, have it sent to your friend in Maine or whatever, and then pick it up from them, because it's special stuff and you can only get it at Fermented Still. It's an exclusive. We bought the whole batch from both Vago and from La Luna, which the La Luna Ancestral is made with Weber Blue Agave, just like tequila, but you would not know that with the flavor profile and stuff that it's made from Weber Blue Agave like tequila. You would not know. It's got such a complex and beautiful flavor profile. It's so delicious. You'll be baffled by it. It's amazing. Oh, you started it last week. Okay, good. Burrito Fiestero is great. It is great. It's a great line, and it's from Durango, so it's not a typical Oaxaca mezcal. And Alejandro there does a great job. Matter of fact, I'm working on. They wanted to invite me to come tour the distillery, so I'm working on going out there and doing some filming, and we're helping them with a batch and record it to do a video for the Hombre channel. So keep your eyes out for that. I gotta drop them a note and see if they still want to do that or not. But can't wait for the 54 Carrera to have the same pop as the 108 G4. I love the heat to sweet and a half a second. No, it doesn't have the pop that 108 the 108 G4 does. Completely different. It's more full, rich cooked agave, beautifulness. It's not as rough as the 108 proof G4 is. It's a lot easier to drink, and a lot richer on the flavor profile as far as like the cooked agave goes. So completely different animal, but it's great. I prefer it over the 108 G4. It's so viscous and beautiful, and just you're like, oh, it's like biting into a cooked agave. It's so good. All right, so where were we? That was John. Vago TBEC was your first mezcal you tried? Yes, I remember. Yeah, I do. And you loved it, and then you fell in love with mezcal after that. Then you've been just a hot mess ever since. He fell down the rabbit hole, and I lost him. He's gone. Tommy's Margarita is awesome. I picked up the last 2 bottles of Senor Mague nectar from Fermented Still. How would you store them? Open bottle. Put them in the fridge. Don't store them in your cabinet. Put them in the fridge. Keep them cold. Otherwise, they will start to ferment, and they'll pop the top off because it's not treated. It's pure agave nectar. So you want to keep them in the fridge. Keep them cold. We only get the Carrera 38 where I am. Do you think that's much different from the 4? Now, I've had them both, and they're both great. They're both really good. I actually brought the 38 back from Mexico, because I'm sure, Scott, you're in Mexico somewhere, if that's the case. I brought the 38 back from Mexico. I bought 2 bottles of it back before the 40 had landed here, and then we ordered the 40. And so I've had them both, and they're both really, really, really good. So you're getting really good. What did you think of the 38? Did you try it, or you just saw it and you just didn't buy it, but you were just wondering? If you bought it, did you crack it? It's not now. It's got to be the right load. The CTB 045. Nothing earlier. 46 in Mexico. Nothing earlier than that. Otherwise, you're drinking the old juice, which wasn't as good. I want to get the Carrera Blanco as well from Fermented Still. I'll check out the mezcals also. Yeah, there you go. But we're gonna be doing some more Mezcal Monday stuff. So we're gonna be talking about more mezcal brands, and then we'll be doing more discussions about mezcals here, because I think you guys, it's good to expand, and it's good to venture out further than just tequila, because you'll find out, like, wow, the flavors are a lot different. You can experience a lot of different things. Like, for example, the La Luna Ancestral. It's made with Weber Blue Agave, but it has such different fruit flavors that come through, and they're more rich and bold than what you're used to from tequila, industrial tequila. Most of the tequila that you buy today is industrial. It's industrial. It's not produced like it was produced back in the day, where this tequila, the La Luna Ancestral, was produced like tequila was produced way back in the day. It's original. It's the closest that you're going to get to an original tequila. And it is so good. I've polished off so many bottles of that stuff. It's so good. And we only have a limited amount left. So once it's gone, it's gone. But it's so good. So you got to try it. Monday's your day off. Let's do it. Okay, I'm in. Let's do it. We'll do add another live stream on Monday here. And we'll do on the Tequila Hombre channel, we'll do Mezcal Mondays. You thought the CTB 045 Carrera Blanco was just okay? Really? Don't shoot me. I won't shoot you. You must have tasted it on a bad day, because it's the best Blanco that there is. As far as like true agave taste, it doesn't get any better. I tend to drink more tequila in the winter months and mezcal in the summer. There you go. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. No, Tony doesn't like this. Thought it was just okay. I mean, that's the first person that's ever come back to me and said they just thought the CTB 045 was okay. Maybe you had a bad day with your palate or something, because I have yet to try one that was as good as that, as good as it gets. I mean, that's liquid cooked. That's liquid cooked agave in a bottle. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. But if that's not what you're looking for, I mean, if you're looking for something drier and, you know, if you don't like the taste of true cooked agave, then okay, I could understand that. But if you love the taste of cooked agave, that is the richest I've ever seen as far as cooked agave goes, coming straight from a tequila. Besides eating cooked agave out of the oven. I mean, even when you smell it, it smells like when they open the ovens up in the morning to start processing the tequila, the cooked agave. It smells just like that. So that's what I get. So I mean, but we all like different things, and there's nothing wrong with it at all. Mezcal with help with winter up here. Huh? Oh yeah, will help with the. Any spirit would help with the winter. Any update? Chris wants to know if there's any updates on the aging project, so guys can hear about his staves. No, there's no updates. I've been so busy today, I haven't had a chance to go through them, but this is the French oak Madeira right now after 2 weeks. So it's looking pretty dark. This is the experimental after 2 weeks. This is the Lala, which is American Oak and Blanton's after 2 weeks. This is the one I'm really looking forward to. This is the Viva Mexico, the French oak soaked in port. Look how rich that looks. That's going to be so good. And this is the Carrera, which is American oak soaked in sherry. That one's looking really good too. And then what else do we have? We have a Pasote bottle somewhere. Where's Pasote? Oh well, I gotta find the Pasote bottle. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did Pasote, right? Pasote had the Maker's 46 in it. Oh, here it is. No, that's clearly. Where is it? I'll find the Pasote bottle. I don't know where it is. Like I said, I've been so crazy running around like a chicken with my head cut off today. I didn't have a chance to get everything organized. So, but I'll let these go another week. So next week we'll taste them again and probably pull the stave out of a couple of them, or maybe we'll go 4 weeks on them. 4 weeks is normally like 4 to 6 weeks is normally like the sweet spot for me. So we'll let them go. No rush. I love cooked agave flavor, but there wasn't something about it that just didn't agree with my. Oh, okay. I don't know. Did you revisit it more than once? Meant will help. Oh, Ellis. You don't have to apologize. It's okay. Scott Henderson says CTB's the CTB 45. Oh my God, delicious. Got 3 bottles. Going to use 2 for testing staves. French oak. Oh, very good. Oh, good. Glad you like it. I love it too. I only saw the Carrera 38 in the store. Now I'll check out the lot numbers. Thanks. If I buy it, I'll check back with you. Yeah, check back. If it's 46, I think 48's now in Mexico. And the way to find the lot numbers, if you look on the bottom, if you look on the bottom, right there on the front, it'll have you can read it through the back. You can read the lot number, and this one's a 45, CTB 045. I've drank like 8 bottles of it so far, so. Out of the G4, Carrera and Viva Mexico Blancos, which would you say is the must try? Carrera, of course. They're all must tries, but if you need to pick one first, Carrera. You're going to make barrel aging a thing of the past. Well, we'll see. I mean, I don't think so because the CRT rules require it. But it definitely makes for better for home aging for people. But distilleries can't use these. They otherwise they can't call it aged stuff, and then you can't put any additives in a Blanco, so they couldn't add it to a Blanco and still call it a Blanco, because that's against the rules too. So they have to use barrel, so they'll always be barrel aging. You'll revisit it in a week. Okay, maybe you was having a bad day. You could be, you never know. But we all like different things. So if you don't like it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, Tony. You don't have to like it. I understand. But just so you know, you're the first person that's come back to me that's tried it, that didn't say, oh my God, that was so good. One of my favorite, it's my favorite Blanco now. But you could be the guy. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Carrera is my next mission to try. Okay, good. I hope you try it and I hope you like it. That would be good for the environment, quality, and volume while also reducing cost, if only. Yeah, and then also good for Beyond Barrel aging staves and Chris Harrigan, because he would sell a lot more staves. But they can make a lot more staves from the wood that they would have been using for the barrels instead for Chris and for Beyond Barrels. So guys, place your orders for the Beyond Barrel aging stave, seriously, and try it. Take a Blanco, drop one in. It's easy. It's so easy to do. And you just leave it and forget it and then come back to it later. Try it. It's good. You don't have to worry about ruining anything. You also didn't like Tears of Your Own Ass, so you're not that unique. I'm not a big fan of Tears. I thought it's great, for what it is, but I'm more of an agave guy, and I don't taste any agave in that. It's all Scotch and brandy and was it Scotch, brandy? My brain's so dead right now. Scotch, brandy, and I can't. It's like they don't use normal stuff for it. But all I taste is the alcohol from the barrels in it. It's not something that I think my favorite extra Añejo for the longest time was Excelencia from Tapatio. That is an amazing extra Añejo. You still get agave from it and stuff. The number 9 blended barrel extra Añejo from Cascanes was really good as well, but that batch is done. It's all gone. So some of the new stuff they've been producing, I think they're rushing it, and it's not as good as it used to be. and they're trying to push like a, the less lower proof stuff out and getting people to buy that and paying more and stuff for it. So I've kind of moved away from Cascanes just because I don't like what direction they're heading in. I liked it better when they were keeping the high proof stuff and staying in their own lane. Instead, they're trying to jump in other people's lanes now instead of being as unique as they were. And they're doing a lot with influencers and stuff too, which is getting to be annoying, especially when the influencers that they pick to do advertising for them most of the time don't know what they're talking about. So I've moved away from Cascanes. So what's the difference in French oak steaks and the port? Because I never received the port for my order. What? What's the difference in just the French oak steaks? No, the port, I soaked the French oak in port. I bought a ball of port. Did you watch my seasoning video? I did it watch it on the channel. I soaked the French oak in port. I bought a bottle of port, a tawny port, and I soaked it in a port before I dropped it into the bottle. Oh, your staves coming this week. Oh, nice, JCS. You'll have fun with them. They're great. They work great. And I've never gotten a better tasting aged spirit from anything else. So when I want something that's really rich in that beautiful vanilla and caramel notes and stuff with no additives, just by using wood, these staves work the best. They do. They work great. Hey, the one. Hola. Bienvenido. Welcome. Thank you very much. I hope all is well with you as well, the one. Glad you can make it. What did you think of Siempre Valla's high proof? I think it's good. Would love to see a Cabernet barrel staves. For now, I'll make my own. Yeah, you have to make your own. You just soak your stave in Cabernet. That's all. He doesn't buy them from different used barrels. He uses new wood for these. They're not used. So if you want a Cabernet stave, soak your stave in Cabernet barrel and Cabernet wine for 24, 48 hours, and then use that. That's what I did. All of mine have been soaked in either, I used sherry, I used port, I used Maker's 46, I used Blanton's, and I used Maker's 46, Blanton's, port. I think that's it. And then sherry. And then I did just regular staves, dry wood. But I've done other wines before, but you just take a Napa Cab and you can try to reproduce the Diablito Rojo. What I would recommend doing on that is just dropping your French oak in first without soaking it in Cabernet. Drop it in first. Let it go 6-8 weeks. And then after 6 or 8 weeks, then pull it out. Drop it into some Cabernet in a plastic Ziploc bag. Let it soak for probably 2 days. I'd go 2 days on it, 48 hours. And try to get as much of that Cabernet soaked into the wood as possible. And then drop the wood back into the bottle. Drop the stave back into the bottle. And let it go for another 4 weeks. And that should produce a really close profile to the Diablito Rojo. Okay. Let's see. I would like to see a review of the Suerte line, Hombre. The Suerte Blanco is agave rich, similar to Lalo and Carrera, but maybe just a. I've had Suerte before. I know what Suerte. Suerte's grassy. It's really grassy. I haven't been a huge fan of Suerte, but I'll do the review. I'll review them all. I haven't been a big fan of it. I mean, I've got it on my shelf. I've tried it. I like the Extra Añejo. I have the Crown. That's like my favorite of their Extra Añejo line, but it's super grassy for me, and I'm not a big fan of grassy. But I know a lot of people like it. It's cheap, you know, which is good, but it just isn't as good a quality for me as a lot of people think it is. But I'll do the review. I mean, we'll taste it again, and we'll just, you know, open mind and see what comes around. But I can do it for you guys. Oh no, wait for the elves. I already. they're it's past their bedtime. I don't think the elves are going to bother us today. Your staves come next week. Can't wait. Okay, good. Well, you guys, when you get your staves, when you do your aging thing, let me know what you think. Okay, let me know how things are going. Let us know what you're doing. Share your idea and share your progress and stuff with us. So, I think he means Hombre Fort, anything that is one of the choices. Fort, or did he say port? He said port, right? Received the port from my order. He said he never received the port from his order. I don't know. Oh, it was the Hombre kit. Oh, okay. Well, there's no fort that comes with it. You have to buy the Fortaleza. But that's what I use to age my Fortaleza Extra Neo. That's what you bought. Because we did that as a group thing. And so to make things easier so people weren't confused, they named it the Hombre Fort Kit. So everybody that was doing the Fortaleza aging project with us originally would know to buy that. That's what that was. It's just a French oak stave. That's all it is. You don't get any fort with it or any port or anything. It's just a French oak stave. Do you think the better Extra Añejos will be getting scarce this year and possibly next year, as so many distillers are pushing out more Blanco? I guess he's saying Blanco. No, I think they're going to become more readily available. It's the reason why. This is more stuff too for Q&A with the Hombre, and not here. We're here when we're talking about this stuff here, but I'll answer this question. But come on Wednesdays for these kind of questions at noon. But the reason why there's a shortage of Extra Añejos is because there was a huge run on them during COVID, and the distilleries were shut down too during COVID. They weren't putting stuff in barrels. Instead, they were just trying to get Blanco out. And so they weren't able to stockpile enough in barrels and stuff for Extra Añejos. But now that they're back to running full speed ahead and stuff, they're getting more barrels filled for Extra Añejo and still producing more Blanco. So you'll see more Extra Añejos and stuff coming out, and you'll see prices come down on them. There won't be such crazy prices as what you see. You're just seeing those because these are ones that are coming out now when you can't find Extra Añejos, and in times where they could have sold, they made a lot of money off it selling it as a Blanco or Repo. So that's why. Right, it says Fort, not Port. Exactly, that's what I was saying. So it was supposed to be for our Fortaleza project. You like the wine stave idea? You think you could try that? Maybe, yeah. Use any kind of wine too. I mean, you know, the El Luchador was in a white Burgundy barrel. So if you want to try it with a red Burgundy, that might be good. Just put a little Burgundy in a bag and soak the stave in it, and then do that. You can come up with some really interesting flavor profiles that way. Any wine would work, I think. You know. I'd like to do one probably with a Pinot Noir, because I like Pinot Noirs. I like to do one with a Pinot Noir. I like to do one with a Cab Franc. I like the heartier reds. And the port is good. We'll see what happens with the port. We have the sherry. We can even try like another like late harvest wine that's more on the sweet side too, and see what comes up. So are you drying the stave before the wine? No, you're soaking the stave in the wine. Oh, you mean after it comes out of the tequila? No, don't dry it. Just put it right in the bag and let it soak up the wine. It'll soak up the wine. Don't worry about it. Just let it soak in the wine, because it still like fluctuates with temperatures and stuff. It'll still breathe it in and out. It'll still get coated and draw the wine into it. So just put it in the bag and soak it, coming right out of the bottle. That's what I do. You don't need to dry it. All right, guys, it's 8 o'clock on the nose. Wow, that was good. Good talking, you guys. Good episode. We'll jump more stuff on Friday. Of course, we do a Friday at 7 p.m. So hopefully the G4 will be here by then. The 6 year. It landed in the warehouse, so mine should be getting delivered here hopefully the next couple of days. So we'll talk about that. If I get it beforehand too, I'll try to get the review in. We will get the review for the Cardenas Legacy out this week as well, and talk about that tequila. And then I'll get a chance to taste the aging staves, taste the aging projects. I may just record it as a video and post it to the channel, so make sure you look for that. Give you an update. We may go until next Tuesday for that too. So. But hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you on Friday, 7 p.m. Put it on your calendar. Make sure you check back watch the channel for other recorded information and videos that go up. Also, look for the reviews and stuff on the Tequila Hombre channel. And like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So keep following what we're doing here. Keep diving into these conversations. We'll talk about mezcal. We'll talk about everything else. And you'll have a chance to try what the good stuff's like and see what it's like to drink the good stuff. All right. Have a good night. Salute. Bye, guys.